Howdy-o, everyone! Velocity here, back in action for more Gemini Attraction. That's right, your favorite Gemini is here to talk about this person's eyes fixating on another Gemini. Sculpture, that is. So, Larry, what did you have to say exactly? I had my eyes fixed on the Gemini sculpture.
Objection!
You've mentioned the Gemini sculpture many times now, but I don't believe the sculpture you saw was the Gemini one. What? Was it a mirage then? I mistakenly thought he saw the Winter Palace. This piece of evidence shows what Larry really saw. Oh, it can't be that. It can't be that either. So it would have to be this. Yeah, it shows that. Ooh, look at that! Why is Taurus and Gemini the only two right here? Why is this, like, full out? Seasons and constellations. I guess they all just show up during those times, huh? Let's go, Gemini Taurus. Best signs. Boop, boop. My brother and I are Gemini and Taurus.
Take that!
Take a look at this pamphlet. In the Autumn Palace, the Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, and Aquarius sculptures are displayed. Incidentally, I can confirm that the Gemini sculpture is located in the Winter Palace. Therefore, the sculpture you saw could not have been the Gemini one. I knew it. I expected him to be a bit more shocked at the news. I thought it was kind of strange. I know I saw a single goddess. And that transformation was no mirage. Transformation, you say? Oh, you're curious too, Edgy? Well, nothing for it. Guess I'll have to show you. Show me? What exactly? I drew a picture of the very scene I saw back then. But I really can't believe what I drew. Picture? What picture? This one right here. What? What is this disturbing picture? It looks like they're melting? With, like, blood? Is that sculpture weeping tears of blood? Lawrence! This picture is scary! Okay, it scared me too! This Gemini sculpture suddenly transformed into a goddess right before my eyes! I couldn't help but scream. So the vent collapsing wasn't what surprised him. What do you mean when you say transformed? I don't really understand it myself. The lower half of its body just turned into a fish. A fish goddess. That would be the Pisces sculpture, wouldn't it? In mythology, Pisces represents the fish that a goddess and a son transformed into. Really? So Pisces isn't just a couple ordinary fish? Edgy, you don't think that sculpture is cursed, do you? Those tears of blood turned the Gemini sculpture into a fish. Preposterous. You simply mistook the Pisces sculpture for the Gemini one. Oh? Oh, you put a sketch in your organizer? Even a sketch like this can be used as a scrap paper, after all. How could you? But it's strange. Why did only the lower half of the sculpture transform? Uncle Ray is a bit curious about what went on in the Autumn Palace. Indeed. I wonder if someone tampered with the Pisces sculpture. I have a feeling that the Deli Scones did this. Yes, Edgeworth here. Mr. Edgeworth, we've finished the search of the room. The poison gas isn't a threat anymore, so you can enter the crime scene. Right. Good work, Detective. Seems we can enter the Autumn Palace now. Nice timing, Mr. Detective. Let's go right now. I want to see the Pisces sculpture. If Kay's going, I'll go too. I was planning on bringing him along anyway. Right then, let's proceed to the Autumn Palace. I'm like halfway expecting Bowser to show up and go, you know? So this is the Autumn Palace. Definitely does resemble the Winter Palace. I've been waiting, sir. Aren't you that hairy Butz guy? Wrong! I'm Lawrence, Dickamin. Never mind that, detective. Your report, if you please. Roger that, sir. We discovered a used gas burner, during our investigation. The nozzle was still warm when we found it, so it may be related to the incident. Was it used to heat something? Okay. Was that ladder always there on the ground? It was probably used by the person who set off the poison gas. The poison gas was released when someone lifted the lid off the that glass gas, sir. Glass case. Wow, that's a hard way to say it. The Pisces sculpture. Seems like you know about it, sir. Well then, do you know what the sculpture next to it is? It's for the Autumn Palace. It would probably be the Capricorn sculpture. As expected of Mr. Edgeworth, I thought it was Taurus myself. I was thrown off as it was covered by the squid cloth. The fluorescent cloth? I wonder what it's doing here. Evidence from the IS-7 incident. Oh? No matter what it is, or how it got here. The sculptures in this room are all covered with the fluorescent cloth. And because they're hidden, it makes me want to see them even more. Let's take a look. I'll just get this cloth off. Wow, they're beautiful! Oh? You don't think the transformation Larry saw was in fact the moment the cloth wrapped around the lower half of the Pisces fell? See, Edgy? It was a mirage or a mistake after all. Hey, Miles. There sure is something strange about this room. It looks exactly like the same as the Winter Palace we were in just a moment ago. Yes, I agree. Perhaps the sculptures were hidden to make it look like the Winter Palace. You wrap the cloth around the lower half of the Pisces sculpture. It looks like Gemini. The Capricorn is a half fish too. Hide the lower half and it resembles Taurus. The remaining two, which couldn't be altered with trickery, were covered up. The Autumn Palace was made to look like the Winter Palace. So it seems, Mr. Shields. Looks like we'll need to conduct an investigation at the Autumn Palace too. Uh-oh. Oh no. Mr. Debeste and Judge Courtney? Hey! You guys again? This is a problem. You see, this is my crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth, it seems my power is insufficient. If you're here, then it would appear that you still haven't understood my warnings. Furthermore, you know full well your reckless actions will cause trouble for that detective. In the name of the goddess of law, I must pass judgment. Got all wrong, pal. I was the one who asked Mr. Edgeworth to investigate. Really? Well then, Flatfoot, I'll have to do that. That? Yeah, that! Right, cut your salary. Looking forward to your next payday? I always wanted to say that. Ugh, the last person I want cutting my salary, pal. Hold it, the best. I'm only cooperating with the police as a witness to this incident. Detective Gumshoe is not to blame. Oh, he's standing up for Gummy! That's how it is. Well then, should I be raising his salary? No, that's not what I meant. But it would be really nice to get my salary raised. Your mercy is deeply moving, Sebastian. But past transgressions must lead to future judgment. Prosecutor Edgeworth and all his company depart at once from this holy site. But that's... when we just got here. The one given the goddess of law's blessing for this incident was Sebastian. In other words, Mr. Debeste is the prosecutor in charge of this case. That's right, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening performance is over. Besides, I already got my eyes set on the culprit. What? Who, pal? Well, naturally, that artist. Me? Hey! What's going on, Edgy? Don't ask me. I can't understand his reasoning. You can't understand how the best prosecutor thinks. It simply shows how incompatible you are. Seems he doesn't know what incompatible means. That's right, Sebastian. Prosecutor Edgeworth is quite incapable. Yes, he's incapable. She just nonchalantly corrected him? Don't underestimate my intelligence gathering. I just came from the infirmary and asked the doctor there about the cause of the poison gas. And what was the cause? Some normal circumstance. Some normal substance? What was its name again? Hold on a second. I'll call the doctor to make sure. Since Sebastian is on the phone, I'll answer for him. In that case, why don't you just tell us before he called? The poison gas is caused by a mixing of two different types of chemicals. Their names are normalium and fatalium. A normal fatal? What? So what are those chemicals exactly? Normalium is a red liquid that's commonly used in everyday products. It can be found in paint and detergent, among other things. It is not toxic by itself. So you're saying that it's a substance readily available to anyone? Yes, but fatalium, on the other hand, is not so easy to obtain. The name sure sounds dangerous. What's it used for? It is the active ingredient of a white pesticide known as Megatonix X. Fatalium itself also has a deep white color, but it's not readily sold in stores. It's nearly impossible to obtain domestically. Right now, we are looking into how this chemical was obtained. Oh? Okay, I finally found out the names of those chemicals. Judge Courtney has already told us. We don't need to hear it again. Fine then. I'll cut to the chase. You know that normalium from the poison gas is also used in paint, right? Today, out of everyone who visited the art gallery, the only one carrying paint was that artist. You're treating me as the culprit just because of that? I eject the red paint on the palette you're carrying. Hey, Edgy, don't you think this prosecutor is kind of an idiot? Indeed. Although I've only known him for a short time, his logic is always absurd. Hey, don't, ignore me! It's alright, Sebastian. You're only doing it because they're afraid of you. Like the first star to appear at night, show us reasoning that shines the best. The first star shines best. Not bad. Hey, you guys better listen up too. Oh my god, he's really trying to argue with us. Shining logic. Oh my god. That artist was the first to discover the victim, so naturally he's the best suspect. The poison gas was caused by normalium, a chemical found in paint, right? As he was carrying paint near the victim, he would have had the best chance. The paint, along with being the first witness, that pretty much proves he's the culprit. Beg pardon? So what do you think, Justine? We cannot ignore the possibility. Well then, Mr. Artist, please tell us the truth. Did you leave red paint at the crime scene? Or else, did you cause the poison gas to go off? The only thing I leave behind is my bond of love with you. Please watch what you say. My gavel is already prepared to declare you guilty.
Objection!
Please pay no heed to this man's statements.
Objection!
Hey, you guys! Ignoring my reasoning just because it's flawless won't do you any good. Mr. Edgeworth, if you're already admitted defeat, you should just take your leave. Even though I don't really have time to deal with your ridiculous reasoning. Rebut! He was the first to discover the victim, so naturally he's the best. All that. As he was carrying paint near the victim, he would have had the best chance. The paint, along with being the first witness, that pretty much proves he's the culprit. How?
Hold it!
Do you truly claim that Larry is the culprit based on just that? You got a problem with that? If you have a problem, then present evidence. Mr. Edgeworth, it looks like he really wants you to do that. Indeed. And we'll do as he wishes and present evidence. Seems he doesn't pay much attention to what other people are saying. There's a clear contradiction in Mr. Debeste's logic. Why do you even bother making the phone call? I'll finish this quickly. This is a waste of time. Okay. He would have had the best chance. The pain, along with being the first witness. Well, he's not like a part of this. There traces that it was used before the police arrived. Was it used to heat something? It probably was. I think I'm gonna have to press some more to see where exactly I press.
Hold it!
Even if paint is the cause of the poison gas, that does not mean he is guilty. Well then, if paint is not the cause, that doesn't mean he's innocent either. I'm just trying to sound clever. Mimicking what Mr. Edgeworth says won't make you look cool at all. Hey, please don't make my statements look bad. Now then, it's about time to wrap up my shining logic. It's caused by normalium? Okay. No, it wasn't. It was caused by both of these things, you buffoon.
Objection!
Mr. Debeste, your logic is more akin to a shooting star than a shining star. It shines the best like a shooting star, right? It may shine brightly for a brief moment, but then it burns itself out. The poison gas originated from inside the glass case of the Pisces sculpture. Exactly! That's where the artist set off the gas, right? used Normilian in his red paint. As your senior, let me give you one piece of advice. Listen to the explanation of others. The poison gas was caused by mixing both Normilium and Fatalium together. The Normilium contained in the red paint is not enough by itself. Really? But I thought I heard that Normilium caused a fatality. Oh my god. Don't tell me you just misheard the forensic report. Darn it! By the time Larry discovered the victim, the room was already filled with poison gas. It's time for you to realize how incapable you really are. Hey! What do you mean by incapable? You tried to use that word earlier and you still don't know what it means. He means to say you are lacking in ability. Incidentally, incapable has a completely different meaning. I get it. You're making fun of me again, aren't you? I am merely saying you were incapable in your investigation. Oh? Before you insult Sebastian, I still have some doubts about your own statement. What kind of doubts? For all we know, Mr. Artist has simply entered the Autumn Palace at an earlier time. That's... Moreover, do you have evidence that the red paint is unrelated to the case? The most important thing now is not the red paint. The red Normilium and the white Fatalium. Exactly how were these two substances mixed? I believe that is our main concern. Naturally. It was Sebastian's job to investigate that. Were it not for your interference, we would have found that out by now. I never intended to infer. On the contrary, I'd like to cooperate. Don't tell me you're going to say you know the cause of the poison gas. How the poison gas started. I have something that may shed some light on this matter. Sebastian, do not fall for his bluff. Come now, it's fine, really. Let's hear what he's come up with. If you say so, Sebastian. Come on, show us. How did the poison gas start? I'm guessing it's with this. Yeah, that would be the only thing that really has something.
Take that!
Oh no, am I too fast on this? Don't get too close, it's foolish logic, will make you dizzy. Oh my god, she's such a protective GF. God dang it. Keep using your poison tongue like you always do. Well, it did it with this, but I didn't think I had to like show that again. Do I really have to show this again? You see this piece of evidence. This traces. Oh fuck, no. That was wrong too. Oh, Larry's painting! We could show Larry's painting!
Take that!
Surely you're not saying that this was the cause of poison gas. It seems even you've noticed it. Duh, it really stands out. Those red tears that Larry saw were undoubtedly Normilium. Wait a second. If those were chemicals, does that mean a ghost set off the poison gas? I don't have time to play along with him. The red tears of Normilium could not have triggered the poison gas by itself. The red liquid was mixed inside the case to create the poison gas. What? Where do you see evidence that the chemicals were mixed? That could also be seen in this sketch. Here's the evidence. Oh, right there, yeah, where it's pink. It's the pinkum.
Take that!
A pink liquid can be seen flowing out from under the case of the Pisces sculpture. This is proof that the two chemicals were mixed. Hold on a second! I still don't get it! How does this show that Vermilion and Vitalium were mixed? Since we have a self-proclaimed artist here, I'll let him explain. Alright, you fancy yourself an artist, so you should know about mixing paint, right? What do you add to red to make pink? Don't make me don't take me for a fool, Edgy. I'll have you know I graduated from middle school. You add white to red to make pink. It's common knowledge. Well, technically, there's rose pink, baby pink, and several others.
Hold it!
That's enough. Now you understand, Mr. Debeste? Ah, that's how it is. By mixing red vermilion with white Vitalium, you get a pink liquid. Yes, exactly. Took him long enough. I see. Looks like Mr. Debeste finally gets it. Prosecutor Edgeworth, you have merely presented one possibility. Do we really know if the color was the result of the two chemicals mixed together? Furthermore, the sketch was drawn by the suspect. Cannot put much fate into it. I just painted what I saw. Ooh, how could that be a lie? Mr. Artist, I do not permit you to speak. So cold. That's part of her charm. Yeah, he knows it. Larry knows. Yeah, like honestly. Thank you, Larry. Yes. Real hot. Of course. I intend to bring the truth to light immediately. It would not be wise to jeopardize your position even further. Aren't you going to answer my question from before? How do you know that Mr. Artist did not enter the Autumn Palace? If you cannot prove this, there is no room for you to argue any further. Hey, couldn't we find that out if we talked to the victim, pal? The victim, Dane Gustavia, remains unconscious and in critical condition. Ah, that's right. Well then, Sebastian will be investigating the crime scene now. All of you, please evacuate the premises. If you were to take a stand in court, you'd cause a lot of trouble for the presiding judge. Is there something you would like to say, Mr. Artist? Hold your horses, Miss Cool Beauty. My name is Justine Courtney. Please don't address me by such a strange title. Oh, you finally told me your name. Pleased to meet you, Justy. I'm Lawrence, the Nuxman, but you can call me Lawrence. Mr. Artist, please get to the point. I just remembered something I didn't have a chance to say yet. When I first got to this room, it was locked, so I couldn't go in. But then, the old dude just suddenly fell through the door. It would appear that the palace rooms can be locked from the inside. But just because you say it was so, doesn't mean the door was locked. Without proof, your statement holds no value.
Objection.
Well, why not let Uncle Ray prove it to you? What? After all, we could confirm the room was locked too. Right, Miles? Yes, I remember as well. The Winter Palace should be... It's locked up! That's odd. They already opened the museum. Until the gas outbreak, no one could have entered this room. Perhaps the suspect entered the room with the victim during the gas outbreak?
Objection.
As you can see, this man did not inhale any of the gas. If you examine his belongings, you'll find he wasn't carrying a gas mask either. Is that so? Well then, I have no choice but to agree. That was easier than I expected. Anyway, I presume this clears up any suspicion surrounding Larry. Seems Mr. Debeste logic was off once again. Not exactly. I just didn't have enough information. That's all. Therefore, my reasoning was just for its time. He sure has a grand way of saying that, that things didn't work out for him. In that case, there's one more suspect who has yet to take the stand. Mr. Artist, you are free to go. Huh? But I wanted to talk to you a little more, Justy. Overruled. Your cold demeanor leaves me memorize all the more. This other suspect is a pharmacist by the name of Debeste Scones. It would have been difficult for this artist to obtain the Fatalium from Megatoxin X. But a pharmacist may have knowledge of how to do that. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. Sebastian, it would be best if we brought her in quickly. Best if we brought her quickly? Sounds good. Leave it to me. Hey, Flatfoot, keep up the investigation. Ugh, got it. Don't tell me. Judge Courtney suspected her from the very beginning. So Mrs. Best's logic wasn't any help at all? Judge Courtney, just what is she thinking? Oh, to be continued! Oh, let's go! It keeps rolling! It keeps rolling! Are we gonna go into the past again, or what? We keep moving on, don't we? Well, until next time, everybody, thank you all for watching, and we'll figure out if Debeste Scones really is a culprit worth defending. Till then, sayonara. Bye-bye.